and the greatest.
What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Vici, and today we're going to be talking about this crazy ass story that happened in 8th grade. And the title of the video, as you can tell, it's going to be nasty. And it's about this girl that I went to school with. Her name was Katie. And first of all, let me give you a little background story. She was not originally from my school. She transferred. She actually got kicked out, but they tried to keep that under wraps so people wouldn't make fun of her. But she got kicked out of her previous school, I believe, for, was it drugs or I think a pregnancy scare. And some of y'all are like, what? Like, how can she get kicked out if she's pregnant? Well, if you go to a Catholic school, which is where she went, if you get pregnant in your like student handbook and your like what you signed and agreed to when you go to school there, if that happens, you agree that they can kick you out. Like, there's nothing wrong or illegal with them doing that. But whatever, you may think what you want to think about that. I think that's pretty crazy as well. However, she transferred, right? And she came to our school, and she was known as the biggest hoe, basically, in my town, in my city, for my age group. She just got around, and I don't know why. First of all, I want to make a real quick comment as I'm watching the video, my like rendering footage. Is it lagging? I hope it's not, but if it is, I'm gonna have to remake this. Hopefully I don't have to. But she was known as like the biggest whore, hoe, and she just like got around. Gave guys, you know, I don't want to say everything because I know I got some young kids watching, but she was just she was a hoe. She got around, she slept with a bunch of dudes, and this is 8th grade, so like I'm trying to think. I was probably like maybe 13, 14 in 8th grade, maybe, I don't know, but that's pretty young, and that's crazy that she was doing that. Well, anyway, this is how the story gets like even juicier. So other girls that were popular and older, like girls in high school above us, one in particular, her name was Alex. She was like very good looking girl, but she was also a hoe. Basically, the hoes competed against each other, and they didn't like Katie, because she would actually, like, you know, do things with their dudes in their grade, and so it's like competition, right? So anyway, they threw a party one weekend. Katie was not invited. And this in 8th grade, I didn't participate. Actually, throughout high school, I didn't really participate in like the drinking and the like binge drinking at parties. I just wasn't about that life, and I didn't really enjoy it. But I was always included. I just chose not to go. Now, Katie was not invited to this party. It was actually in my neighborhood, and so they kicked her out. They knew she was in there, and they kicked her out. She somehow snuck back in, and then she's like so belligerent and just drunk and wasted that like she can barely, you know, I think she started throwing up a little bit, which wasn't the worst part. That wasn't even the grossest part. I'm about to get to that. So she started throwing up. They were like, you know, who let her back in? Like, yo, get her out of here, get her out of here. So they, you know, they grab her, take her outside, and the party host, who was a dude, she asked, you know, can I go to use the bathroom? And the guy was like, no, you cannot, like, and he was drunk too, obviously. If he was sensible, he would have let her go. Anyway, so she was very mad about that. She was like, oh my god, you're not gonna let me? And so this bitch literally just pulled down her pants and shitted on the side of his house. Now, I'm not talking like a dump, like just like turds, right? I'm talking like diarrhea, dude. It was explosive. It just shat. It just flew all over the wall, and people were like so disgusted, just so, you know, mind blown. Guess what people do when that happens? They took a bunch of pictures. So like everyone who was at that party took a picture, and apparently, you know, it started going around, and everyone started to find out. So we go back to school the next week. That happened on a weekend, right? We go back to school, and then we find out that, you know, I found out because I didn't go to the party. I was like, no way, that's crazy. My friend told me, and I was like, yo, Alex, there's no way that happened. And he was like, yeah, man, it did. And he's like, look, and he showed me this picture, and this other dude named Andrew sent it to him, and I was just so shocked. And so we go into 6th period on Monday, and then all of a sudden Katie is called into the principal's office, and we all know what it's about. I don't know how, but the principal found out about the whole situation and the story, because maybe someone's phone got taken away, you know, because they can check your phone once they take it away, and I'm sure, you know, people were talking about it. This was hot, literally hot shit, no pun intended. But it was just really, really crazy, and I just cannot believe she took a shit on the side of someone's house. And it was explosive. It wasn't like just a little dump, like a like pooping. Like this, just like all that on the wall, like just nasty stuff, man. And that happened, and so she got called to the office, and we all knew what happened. She ended up, I think, getting suspended for like 4 days. She had to do some like sobriety tests, like surprisingly, like after I think spring break they made her do that, just so they can make sure she's not, I don't want to say cheating, but not drinking or doing drugs. But it was just crazy. She went on to do some other crazy things, but now she's actually a pretty chill person. She's very into horse riding and stuff like that. But that was just a crazy story, and I felt like you guys definitely needed to hear about it. And I know it was nasty. I'm sorry if it was a little bit. I didn't want to get too graphic, so I think I held back a good bit. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you smash. My God, I'm stuttering. Smash that thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. We're almost at 500 subs. I think we're like 30 away. If we can do that, that would be freaking awesome. Also, follow my Twitch. I started to stream. I got new internet, and we can stream with a face cam overlay. It looks dope. So definitely follow my Twitch. I'll do a giveaway when we hit 300 stream followers. So let's make that happen. Anyways, that's the video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. It has been your boy Vici, and I'm out. Peace.
Mess with the best, die like the rest.